You waiting?
Yeah, obviously. Figured I'd let you catch up. Whoa! This just got a whole lot more interesting.
Let's make this quick.
Where? Thor, see if you can clear a path on the bridge.
Aye. Go! We've got to leave. Armed men out here. We need backup.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and on today's video I'll be talking about the Avengers beta. I had a lot of fun playing this beta. I've been playing it for the past 3 weeks, and back in June during that War Table trailer, I did not think this game was going to be very good, and I got accepted into the beta, and from the first 20 minutes I got hooked into playing this game. I like I said, I didn't think I'd have this much fun. I will probably buy this day one. Now, the story takes place in San Francisco during the A-Day celebration, and during the 10 to 20 minutes, you get to play as all of the characters in the Avengers. The beta only offers 4 characters: Iron Man, Hulk, Black Widow, and Kamala Khan. But during that 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how long it takes you to clear it, you get to play as Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, Black Widow, and you get to experience just a small taste of those characters and what the game has to offer you when it fully releases. Now, I'm gonna play a small little cinematic, I guess, to explain a bit of the story so far. So I'll be right back.
5 years ago, the Avengers paraded dangerous, untested technology, causing damage on an unprecedented scale. Our beloved Captain America was killed during the attempted theft of this technology. Thousands of other innocent people died, and many more still bear the scars of what has come to be known as A-Day. Hundreds fell sick, encased in strange cocoons, only to emerge with dangerous, otherworldly powers. With no known cure, the disease has spread across the country, and while both S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Avengers promised to rectify the situation, it was Dr. Banner's testimony that brought about the end of an era.
You so-called heroes transformed San Francisco into an infectious, gas-filled quarantine zone. You unleashed diseased, powerful beings that wreak havoc throughout our nation. Many still lay dormant, unidentified. So I ask you again, Dr. Banner, do the Avengers pose a danger to society?
Yes.
Their activities outlawed, the once mighty heroes disbanded. But out of tragedy is born hope. After the government liquidation of Stark Industries, Dr. George Tarleton, himself a victim of A-Day and founder of Advanced Idea Mechanics, thinks science is the solution to our nation's problems.
I wish I knew what happened to Captain Rogers that day, but I was nowhere near the reactor room. I don't have those answers, but I can promise you this. I will use this second chance to make you safe. AIM will find a cure for the inhuman disease.
All right, we're back, and for reference, I hope this doesn't trigger anybody. I mean, I am a big DC guy, but I do like Marvel too. I mean, come on, give me a break, okay? I like everything, but DC's my home, okay? So let's hop into the graphics a little bit. So I played the beta mostly on the PS4, the PS4 Pro, to be precise. The first weekend, I should say, the frame rate was it was all over the place. When you're in heavy battle sequences, especially when you're playing co-op and you're fighting a boss together, just the frame rate just slows down like crazy. You're hit by a major slowdown. it was just a huge mess. Players getting stuck. AI is just not willing to go to you at all. Sometimes the game crashed for me. I mean, it was a hot mess for a little while there. But for the most part, I had a great time. I played as Iron Man. My entire 3 weeks have been with Iron Man, and it was awesome. The settings that I used, I played mostly on the high performance option. During that time, I was running through a capture card, so I wasn't able to really capture the full 4K goodness from the game. And high performance, I think, in my opinion, ran the best out of everything. Even I upgraded to a new capture card, a new 4K capture card, and I still do think that the high performance option is the way to go. It offers a more stable frame rate, and it just offers a smoother gameplay experience. The 4K has incredible detail for going into the week after week. The 4K on the characters is absolutely incredible. I mean, putting it in the video doesn't do it enough justice. I mean, the look on Iron Man is just he's shiny. You can really see the detail in his armor. It really shows how much they really put an effort into this game, and it shows. Now the high performance option, that's off immediately. You don't get to see that. You're sacrificing the visual for a higher performance gameplay. And for me, as I switched over to PC, I value that higher refresh rate for a smoother experience that won't slow down my game, but offer me that 60 FPS playability. I want to say, yeah, I'm gonna say playability. And overall, I even jumped back and forth between 4K just because I wanted to see the visuals. But for the most part, I played the beta in high performance, and it was my go-to setting in the game, hands down. Compared to the previous weekends, this weekend really ironed out a lot of their bugs. They really went to town and ironed out their bugs. They even smoothed out the frame rates. The combat in it was really smooth. I didn't get that slowdown feeling. Even in 4K, I didn't get that huge slowdown. So I thought that was really good. And I'm still gonna say the high performance is the best. Even if you played it or not, I still think it was the best way to go. Although I'm not saying the 4K is the 4K option is bad. I in my opinion, from a PC gamer that values high refresh rates, the high performance option was the way to go for me. Now let's talk about the gameplay. Gameplay is pretty straightforward. If you've played games like Destiny and The Division, then you'd feel right at home with this game, or basically any other looter grinder type of game. You basically you're playing your missions and you equip gear to level up your character, and you basically choose which gears you want to tailor to. You want to tailor more to melee, you want to tailor more to a a ranged combat person. I'm actually relating to Iron Man here. So if you're Iron Man, just know that you want more ranged. Just say it. But there's a lot of customizing options that the game has that other games don't really have, and it just goes really deep into a whole customized feel. Now, aside from that, the missions are pretty they vary. Some are smaller, some are shorter. Now I don't know if that's because of the beta, but some were larger scale maps, whether you can explore to go find various chests across the map, and so on and so forth. Iron Man flies around while Camilla Khan and Black Widow swing over light posts and whatnot, and then you have Hulk that just jumps and builds momentum as he goes. Gameplay, I think, is the best way to go. Playing with people really does make the game a lot better. Companion AI, they take a while when you go down to get you up, and they don't attack as you would, or as a human player would. So for me, playing with somebody, I think, is pretty important, unless you are upgrading every single one of your characters, which Square Enix suggests you do. Equipping your characters along as you go, they will go into your game and they will be using the gear that you provide them with, which is pretty cool. But again, you'd have to grind out each character, and depending on how many games you play, you might not want to dab into each single character, and just might want to stick with one or two. But I think team play is really important for this game. That's just my opinion. The skill tree is really one of the most unique parts about this, because unlike games like Destiny and The Division, this offers you more of a more playability options. The game only gives you one skill tree, but the full game, they said they're gonna release 2 more, so you'll have 3 skill trees, and it looks like you'll be able to upgrade more of your character, and switch between different supers from what I've seen. So my final take on this game, with all the bugs, all the frame rate drops, madness, all the crashes, I think this is a really good game. I think Square Enix really has something going on here. I do think we're in the era of team play. I really do wish there was cross-play support, but unfortunately, no, there's not. And with the whole Spider-Man being on the PS4 kind of thing, that really bums me out. I really wish that wasn't a thing, but it is what it is. It's the business thing. You can't do anything about it. And the gameplay was great. It's very clean, very smooth. Being able to drop in with some friends and just beat them up. But wow, they really did go all in on this game. They really wanted to deliver an Avengers game, and they delivered. Made all these promises to deliver Hawkeye and other various characters coming out. So I really do hope that they actually support this game in the long run, and just don't shelf this game like many people think they are. This has a lot of promise, and I had a lot of fun. So when I first played this game, I gave it a score of a 7, and that's because the game crashed a lot. There's a lot of bugs. the frame rate was trash, and I gave it a 7. Now we are 3 weeks in. At the time of this upload, I think the beta will be done. So I'm gonna give it a solid 8. It has a lot of content. They gave a lot of missions. They teased a lot of stuff. Now let's see if they do iron out all the bugs when the game comes out. All right, guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, give me a huge thumbs up in the video, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and as well hit that notification bell so you know when I'm upload another video. And I stream live on Twitch Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come by live and come and chat me up about the game or anything else superhero related, because you know I'm a huge superhero person. So come and hang out with me in the chat. And until next time, keep on gaming, gamers. Peace.